Our reputation is a lot of work we don't see, Ken. We've got a very high public profile.
The debt collectors we've got a high public profile. The rest of the world, we're simply a map replicas.
Word of mouth is very much our way.
Yes, Bryce.
We're already creating a niche for ourselves in the marketplace.
Of course we are.
The Excelsior Research Foundation is fast becoming a byword in integrity.
Do you think they know what we do?
Why would they bother to ring us up to make an appointment if they don't know what we do?
Because they don't know what we do.
Look, if we get into negative gearing in there, just count sheep or something, will you?
I'll do that, yes. G'day.
Yes, the courier just left it, Mr. Radford. Okay, bye-bye.
As yet, the stock exchange has been unable to reveal the names of the two corporate raiders who caused a furore during yesterday's trading. The only information released about the two is that they are both highly credentialed, retail-based, and backed by large financial institutions. Neither is available for comment.
Pat's typing service, hello? Excelsior Research Foundation. Look, I'm sorry, they're in a meeting.
You want us to do market research?
Well, you come to the right people, guys. The marketing hat rests very easily on our heads. You've fallen among experts.
We invented a new sweet, my brother and I. Very good and very tasty.
Caramel with a very special Italian wafer from Palermo.
No, Arezzo.
No, hai sbagliato. Il biscotto di prova viene da Arezzo. Questo è Palermo. È più ben
What sort of market research were you wanting?
Product survey. We need one apparently.
So Tony says.
But you already sell lots of sweets, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Who buys most of your stuff?
Shops?
Ah, but who buys them from the shops,
Customers?
Yes, these customers. I mean, what sort of age group are we talking here? I mean, are we talking 0 to 6, 12 to 18? These questions are important.
You make a profit?
Sure.
I don't see the problem.
Now, you see, we're talking competition here. We're talking market share.
They said they were making a profit, Bryce.
Look, if they don't know who's buying their product, Ken, then they won't be making a profit for very much longer, will
If
they?
it works, don't fix it, Bryce.
Sorry I'm late, guys. Damn car. Had to get a local to service it. Nice guy. Didn't understand turbo.
Tony, this is Brycey.
Brycey! Gotta be here. I know this old coot.
Oh, dear.
We go way back.
Oh, dear.
Tony, this is my 2IC Ken.
2IC?
Any friend of Brycey's?
2IC?
Say, you were engaged to the Foster girl, weren't you? Did you two finally tie the knot?
I don't think you did you, boss?
That's right. She married one of the Bag and Drabbles. Simon Bag and Drabble.
Of course she did, that's right.
Well, you got the right man here, guys.
I think I might take my annual leave in a minute, Bryce, if it's all right with you.
Well, now let me disturb you. Bugsy Mints. That's what we're here for, boys. These are going to be the biggest things in sliced bread. Remember, Brycey? He never could get the hang of it.
I'm a bit junior in the firm to laugh at Bryce's inability to feed himself. Might bugger up my chances of promotion.
Is Tracy excited about the baby?
Yeah, she wants to be there when it comes. I think it's a good idea. It's not like the old days anymore. I mean, people don't hide birth away these days, do they? And the father's part of it too, watching it all, helping, supporting. They say it's very good for bonding.
Oh, I think bonding's terribly important, you know.
Ken wasn't interested.
Really? Well, I grew up in the country. All you have to do is look out the window there and it's all around you. Birth, death, cows, sheep, Auntie Edie napalming the cockatoos.
I thought it'd be a nice idea to have the birth videoed. You're allowed to do that sort of thing now. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I haven't said anything to Bob yet.
Oh, don't worry about other people, Sandy. I think it's a great idea.
Be a great record for the kids later.
It would, wouldn't it? You don't think it's stupid then?
No, I think it's a wonderful idea.
I suppose I could ask my sister to do it. Unless you think of anything else.
No, I think his sister's an excellent idea, really.
For this month only, Bettina Ford is offering you a special deal on a new body. Our new program is designed by one of America's leading dietitians and gives you the opportunity of having the body you dream of and men lust after. With our new incentive scheme, the more you lose, the less you pay. Clever Bettina, smart you, and won't you look terrific?
Pat! Have you read this?
What?
Do you like Bugsy mints? A lot. B, more than a lot. C, a little. Or D, more than a little.
D.
No one's going to answer all these questions. Tell him, Pat.
No one, Bryce.
Trust me,
Would you trust me?
C.
don't know why I bother.
Ken, would you please move to a neutral corner? Ken, don't touch, it's not a toy.
Good day. Sandy? Bob thinks that, does he? No, I think it's a perfectly good idea. I'm not being patronising. Sandy, I happen to hold my ex-wife's latest husband in very high regard.
Do you know that this bastard left his poor wife struggling in labour while he used the dog for his brother?
Doesn't surprise me, Pat.
Yeah.
No sense of responsibility whatsoever.
Yes, Sandy.
Mind you, Pat, there are very few sights more repulsive than a woman in childbirth.
Economic sources today revealed that one of the principals in the continuing stock exchange saga could be planning an independent move which may stun the market.
I represent the Excelsior Market Research Foundation's product testing division. Care to try one, madam? They're Bugsy mints. Now, if you'd just like to fill out this little form here, thank you.
Well, what do you want to know our age for?
I can speak for myself. Yes, what do you want to know my age for?
No. I don't want to know her age, mate. It doesn't say age, it says age group.
51 to 53, 54 to 56,
We'll
57
leave
to
this.
59.
Well, an indication, perhaps. Middle age, can we say middle age?
I'm 21 next week.
Look, we need to know how old our buying market is.
Well, you don't even know if I'm in your buying market yet.
Hey, want to try one?
Well, she's not going to tell you how much I earn.
Yes, well, it is confidential, and it is rather vital.
Well, couldn't she just say whether she likes them or not?
No. You see, we need to build a better profile on that. I mean, information gathering is a highly sophisticated science.
Sexual preferences.
It's pretty rough being pregnant, Ken.
Yeah, I know that.
I'd forgotten. Tracy's nearly 9 now. It's been a while ago.
I remember it well. The Germans wore grey, you wore a pair of my old tracksuit pants.
This could come as a big shock to a child.
Came as a shock to me, Sandy.
Does Tracy talk too much about the baby?
Sometimes.
That's good. Much about where it comes from?
I think she's pinned the cause down pretty well. I didn't feel up to an explanation of Bob's essence entering your egg and so on.
And you have a problem showing her 2 dogs banging away in the front lawn when she was about a week old. Your stupid brother there laughing at you.
I remember that, yeah.
Bob's essence. That's your problem.
I don't have a problem.
Be different if it was your essence, wouldn't it? You and your bloody ego.
Nice seeing you again, Sandy.
Can I say 35 to 50 then?
Wasn't there supposed to be another lot of A4? If I put my age on all of these, everyone's going to be 29.
I'll just make up an age.
Okay, I'll be 12. What's my sexual preference?
I'll put a line through that one.
I've been trying to do that for years.
Well, forget sexual preferences and just fill out the other ones.
Dan? Oh, 2, thanks.
But do you really think the man in the street understands the broad-reaching ramifications of the government's new economic policy to the full extent of its intent?
A simple no will do.
Well, of course, that
Here.
depends on what you mean
Add your voice to 1,000 others.
ramifications for government. And it is part of the understanding
Like it, eh?
of this new economic policy.
Tell me, Stan, do you have a sexual
Made
preference?
a clear announcement in the media on Tuesday,
No, I'll put
spelling
later
out
letters.
in detail the implications of the
policy, Ford.
In further developments, a major broker has announced that one of the key players may be linked to the electronics industry. The extent of this connection is unknown at this time.
You've lost your interface board, Pat.
How did I do that?
Beats me. Looks like the work of an idiot.
Bryce, you haven't been playing with Pat's train set, have you?
Why am I seeing this, Bryce? Why am I interested in the population of the year 2000?
It's a context, Tone. Bear with me.
We got any facts to slip into the context, Bryce? Do they like it or don't they?
I might skip on to the next bit.
Well, don't let me put you off. What's the next bit then?
Rainfall.
Right.
Ah, beautiful photo.
With respect, Silvio, we all know what the suite looks like.
Tell them about the sexual preferences, Bryce.
Hard facts, Bryce. Are we talking 5 to 8, 8 to 12, 50 to 60? What are we talking here? And what's all this about reading Sandy on page 21?
8 to 17. That's the market. 66% approval rating there. 2 out of 3 love the product.
Great. Why?
Love the flavour, love the wrapper. That's your peer group. Thought the wrapper could be a bit longer, better for making change with.
No, that's what we want to hear. Why isn't this in your report, right?
It is. After Ring Sandy on page 21.
Great. Great. Good stuff, Bryce. Now we can plan a future. It looks good, guys. Now, I tell you what, guys, what we need you to do now is to work out who does what, where and when. Can the product be improved? Are we doubling up? Can we cope with the new product and existing staff?
8 to 17 age group, 66% approval. Where did that information come from? I didn't write any of that.
Tracy's 9 and I gave her 66 of them.
2 out of 3 loved the product.
Sandy didn't like them at all.
Victoria, how are
What did turbo mouth mean? Can we assess the factory floor situation?
We can handle it.
Bryce, we don't know anything about time and motion. Nothing.
Come on, Bryce, come on.
14 workers you got here, Bryce.
15 is to include Blanche. He's been with us a long time. And we have 12 relatives.
The problem is, it's not very well organized. You know, 4 a little bit here, a little bit there.
And a little bit elsewhere, the company just grew and grew. We didn't know we had to have a plan.
Grown like Topsy, eh, guys? No system, no planning. Problem as I see it is one of job definition.
Everything changes these days. Everything so fast. They got to have it yesterday.
Competition, Reno.
Damn right, Brycey. Kill or be killed.
The 3 W's, Reno. Winning, winning, and winning.
We're a competitive nation, Reno. America's Cup, Shane Gould.
Trevor Chappell, Fine Cotton, Juanita Nielsen.
Would you be free to take in a lunch, Brycey?
Oh, squeeze it in, Tone. Run a venue past me.
Or Clovis?
Why not? You know, I saw Stinky come.
Did you know Tony in the old days, Ken?
No, but his mother and I were very close at one stage.
Proposition, Bryce. I've got this company deals in plastic extrusions. Well, that's what we've got it written down to, anyway. But we thought, what the hell? Why not play around with it a bit? Float it, go public, say with an authorised capital of about $1 million. Or we raise 200,000 in subscriptions and borrow another 200,000 against that. Warren's in with me for the equity. And I thought you might be interested too. No?
Most of my liquid assets are tied up in macadamia nuts.
No, you missed my point, Bryce. I don't want you to put anything in. I just want to deal you in for a share of capital growth.
Capital growth?
Yeah. Then we buy someone, we finance the takeover retrospectively, strip the assets, use those funds to pay back the investors, and we keep the change. Takeover. Well, let's say for the sake of an example, break up.
Ah, With your tone. Prego Sweets.
Prego Sweets.
Do they want to sell?
Take over, Bryce. I'm talking corporate raid here. Huh? Well, Reno and Silvio don't know anything about it. That's the trick. Well, stage one. The property's got to be devalued. We pick up Prego at the cheapest possible price.
How?
Well, we talk to the union, destabilisation, throw the place into turmoil.
Trust, this is completely ethical.
We're talking corporate strategy here, Brycey. You're either in or you're out. Come on, boy, you'll be a sleeping partner. Had to keep the pants on this time, eh, Brycey?
How is the beautiful Tamara?
Oh, victim of time and business, mate.
Couldn't stand the pace, eh?
Couldn't hack it, unfortunately.
Sad.
Well, it's catastrophic, mate, but what can you do? Stay home, help with the housework?
Mi piacerebbe sapere chi classifica questa persona un esperto. Non abbiamo visto nessun documento, niente.
Hanno fatto un capolavoro con il marketing, no?
E allora? Stanno informandosi in giro. Big deal. Silvio, sono 3 generazioni che noi produciamo cioccolata. Non venirmi a dire che loro ne sanno più di noi del nostro lavoro.
Ne sanno più di noi riguardo il market research.
Chi lo dice?
And now let's cross to the stock exchange.
Ma che ne sanno loro?
At close last night, signs were optimistic, moving closer to an all-time high, with last week's deficit absorbed. Advanced Concrete traded well, and Compro gained 5 cents on $2 after Repo Star hinted on a move, but fell back to $1.80 after losing out to Instant Futures. This is Kerry-Ann Jakes at the Melbourne Stock Exchange.
Economic analysts now believe the relatively low-key approach of one of the corporate raiders may in fact be the lull before the storm as he assesses the market before a renewed push. We'll keep you updated.
Flange, you must be the man, eh?
Last time I looked. What you doing there?
Well, you see this? This is the extruder. You could say I'm the link between the extruder and the sediment bypass. Has been for years. You see this valve here? When she blows, that lets me know I've got to release the thermostat coupler.
Why?
I don't know. Hey, Franco, why do I release the thermostat coupler between the extruder and the sediment bypass?
Worked out what everybody does, eh?
Yes, thanks. We're not sure why, but we're crystal clear on what.
Hey, you're right.
I want you to keep an eye on that, Blake. He'll be the first to go.
You could really create an impression around here, Bryce.
No, the union wouldn't like that.
Bloody apes. Who is the union rep around here?
I am.
Oh, yes. Towing the Moscow line, are we?
Bryce was very big in Gdansk at one time.
Hello. Can I speak to... hang on a minute, please. Hey, hello. Can I please speak to Barry Cannon? Barry Cannon!
The Australian dollar strengthened further in response to a weaker US dollar, riding on the back of continued strong offshore response for government securities. Opening at 41.3 US cents and trading to 41.2 before closing at 40.8, half a cent down on yesterday's finish, boosted by the overseas market's reaction to the 0.6 percentage point downward revision of the fourth quarter US government national productivity figure to 2.2%. Closing at 1.1443 marks down on yesterday's opening of 1.7518, but up on yesterday's close of 1.7357. The high occurred in response to the latest $70 million Eurobond drawdown. Stability should be maintained as the Japanese finance minister stated yesterday that Japan planned no further intervention in the currency markets to boost the value of the yen. This is Kerry-Ann Jakes at the Melbourne Stock Exchange.
In a surprising turn of events during today's trading, it appears that the two as yet unknown corporate giants who entered the market together less than a week ago may in fact not be working together at all. All investors are asked not to sell.
I'm not timing people's toilet breaks, Bryce.
If you're telling me efficiency isn't improvement, Ken, I'm not listening. It is a fact that 9 out of 10 factories are grossly inefficient. it is also a fact that 30% of all workers on the factory floor are superfluous.
A lot of people are totally unnecessary.
You know, machines could take over all of this and do a damn sight better job.
Death camps will be the story for the workers, no doubt.
You see, the worker is a cunning animal, Ken, intent on pulling the wool over the employer's eyes.
You know, there are times when I doubt you, Bryce.
What are you struggling to say, Ken?
There are moments when I think you might have a tiny streak of humanity, or a bit of common sense, or even the ability to take in information through the eyes and the central nervous system. But then you clear it all up for us with a few basic remarks.
Listen, I won't be there for an hour or so. I've got a bit of private business.
Guardi. Oh. Guardi, bene, guardi proprio in gambe. Pensi che ho spostato un po' la testa di lato? No, mi piace così. Mi piace. Forse possiamo pensare di un viaggio d'Italia. No, saremmo abbastanza occupati, lo so, ma si deve pensare di Connie e Gina. Forse Capi. Dolce.
Kid's back of town.
Juliet went out just this minute.
Right. Bryce, he's doing a bit of work for me.
Oh, really?
Just helping out, Tam.
Super. You chips?
Efficiency. Prego sweets.
Oh, God, I forgot. Max said he's finally finished drawing up those papers.
Good.
Brycey, we must get together for a drink sometime.
That would be lovely. Fabulous woman. 10 good years, that's there. So, tell me about Prego.
When Bill retired, we put our money in an income and benefits package. High interest and regular monthly payments have sure given us a feeling of security.
That's right. We thought we didn't have enough. We didn't know how we could manage it. As Polly has suggested the bank's financial planning service. They've given us a real feeling of security. Hey, better hurry, Polly, or we'll miss the plane.
Austral Banking Corporation. They look after your money better.
You have not been doing your stuff here, mate. Membership's down. Half the people here haven't paid up.
Half of them have never joined, Barry.
As a duly elected representative, you should know that these things should not be so. And as for these time and motion blokes, they shouldn't have been here from day one, not on.
Look like they seem all right.
Barry Kennan. Barry Kennan, Amalgamated Confederation of Australian Workers.
Oh, don't tell me. Ken, what's his name's brother?
Magda Nebel. Dave Nebel's sister.
Yeah.
Back on me.
How are you?
Good.
A word in your ear, comrade.
How have you been?
All right.
How's your old man?
Oh, still fancies his pigeons.
Old Boris, does he?
Yeah, old Boris. Yeah, you got a good memory.
Thank you.
I feel very uncomfortable about this.
Do you, Bryce?
Tony's a very close friend.
Well, he's my husband. Bryce, my life is my own.
Fully understand, but after all, this is Tony's little hideaway.
This place? Oh, it's more my toy, really. We own it together. Correction, the company owns it. It's very kind of you to be so concerned about Tony. If you'd like to have an affair with him, go right ahead. I was thinking that we might get together.
There's only two sides to this, Ken. You're either with us or against us.
Yeah, I still don't know what you're asking me.
Look, if management start wheeling in experts and specialists, there are going to be jobs lost, Ken.
There might be more jobs, actually. They're launching a new product.
They're using you, Ken.
They are using you, Ken.
You're just the bunny in the middle.
Is that right?
We only want to be kept informed.
What about?
About what they're planning to do here.
We need to know.
Insult the guy, then ask him to spy for you. Tell him he's a pawn in their game, and then ask him to be a pawn in your game.
I won't deny that I am attracted to you, Bryce. But that's not why I'm asking you to do this. Now, I don't want you to feel used or like some sort of bunny in the middle. I couldn't bear that.
I fully realise that.
Well, if it was just me, it'd be different, wouldn't it? But there's the kids to think about. Georgie's circus classes, Jojo's teeth. There's another 5 years on her teeth, Bryce. And Juliet's just asked for another raise.
You're asking me to reveal confidential information.
Bryce, don't do it if you don't want to.
I can't, Tam.
Okay.
Tam,
Yes,
this must go no further.
of course.
I mean that.
God, I wish I didn't feel the way I do about you.
Tony's going to float Lion Multimate and take over Prego Sweets. I've been cut in for 20 grand.
Cash.
No, no, no.
Equity.
Yes. As a shareholding in capital investment.
This will go no further.
Didn't you win a scholarship or something?
Yeah, or something.
Went to university.
Did an economics degree.
Why didn't you do nursing? All the rest of the girls in your year did.
No, they didn't. Half of them got pregnant before they hit third form. Didn't you win an expulsion?
Nothing worthwhile ever comes easily, Maker.
You were cleverer than your brother.
Thanks. So now you're tied up with the union. Tell me about Barry. Is he always like that?
Sometimes he's a bit undiplomatic, but that comes with the territory. Really, he's very good. How come you're involved in all of this?
I don't know what I'm doing here. I've spent the last 4 days trying to avoid asking people about their sexual preferences, and now I'm walking around measuring door handles.
Well, what about your partner, then?
Well, the reason I'm walking around measuring door handles is he can't handle the pressure.
Oh, come on. You must know something.
I'll think about it.
Good on you, Ken.
Young self-starter for go-ahead business. Must have shorthand. Ring 663-1049 and ask for Pat. Yep. No, shorthand singular. 1049. And it's Pat, not Ted. Fine, thank you. Bye-bye.
I don't know why I did it, Pat. It was spontaneous. She rang and I said, hey, why not? So I did. I mean, women should be allowed to take the initiative now and again.
That's very big of you, Bryce.
I mean, he's a friend. Tony is my friend. I was at his wedding.
Bryce, we haven't walked into something here, have we? The Diva Squalies don't want to get rid of people, do they?
Not as far as I know. At least no one of any importance.
Been thinking about the people who work there.
Drop them, Ken.
What's going to happen to them, Bryce?
Well, if
I don't know. But if you hear anything from below stairs, let me know, will you?
Okay.
What sort of thing?
Anything. Tony wants information.
Your old friend.
Well, that's the least I can do.
You're spying, aren't you?
I am not. It's a private matter. I'm simply providing a little bit of information for Tony.
Yeah, and Tony's wife, and he feels incredibly guilty.
I told you that in confidence, Pat.
Who are we working for here? Tony, his wife, the bag at Drabble too, Bryce. Let's get a fix on who's paying us. We're employed by the Diva Squalies, no one else.
I don't have to listen to this, Ken, and I advise you to stay out of it. My own personal principles and standards far outweigh any petty mercantile arrangements. I'm bigger than that, Ken.
Hello, Magda.
In the stock market's current climate of crisis, rumours continue to circulate regarding the two protagonists at the centre of the economic drama. It's now believed that far from working together, they may indeed be locked in a power struggle from which only one can walk away unbloodied.
For me, Bryce. How very thoughtful.
Is, Tam, Tamara here?
Ah, Portsy with Amanda.
Amanda?
Market garden. Slips of the odd zucchini.
Listen! Bell up, you kids, or there are no more videos for a week!
I'll give them to her, Bryce. She loves poppies. Now, tell me about Prego. What's happening there? You tickle the union up a little bit more? Got things moving? Can't let it take forever. You're in this for 20 grand, you know.
Yes, well, it's a question of which nerve to press first.
Well, any nerve will do for starters. Listen, do us a favour, Brycey. These are for next door. Would you mind taking the kids over? I'll only be a minute.
Look, if I have anything in the future, I'll certainly let you know, okay? I've got your telephone number, and thanks for coming, Shirley. I really appreciate it. Okay? Now,
Jacinta. Oh, I'll be looking in here. Hello, Pat's typing service. Sandy. What did Bob say? Oh, don't listen to him. It's a wonderful record. Of course it's not stupid. Well, that shouldn't stop you. There's somebody else to do it. No. Look, it'd be a privilege. I just assumed that you'd have somebody from the family do it, that's all. No, I'd be happy to. Are you sure you're not offending anybody in the family? Okay. Fine, yeah? No, you're sure you're not offending anybody? Okay. All right. Okay, bye. Jacinta, have you videotaped the bit?
I don't know what he's doing. He's a mate of Tony Beattie's, but God knows what he's talking about. My boredom threshold's pretty low. I lapse into sleep very easily.
He's passing on information to Beattie.
Wouldn't be anything you couldn't pick off a fan towel wrapper.
Look, I realise he's a friend of yours.
I deny that.
He's bloody dangerous, Ken. He's pissing directly into management's pocket.
It'll be the wrong pocket.
Why don't I try and kill you with a flagon of Lennon Red? Amalgamated had a bit of a fundraiser last year, so we bottled this stuff. We think management might have trod the grapes. Ken, it's really important, this Prego Sweets business. If they want Bryce to pass on information, that means there must be something cooking. Please keep your eyes open.
I know that you've heard all this before, but I've already been chewed out by the union bloke because some of you still haven't joined the union. It's not good enough. It's just not on. Now, I've told you all before, if we're not members of the union, then we can't fight the bosses if we've got any problem with wages or conditions.
What's the
Any of you that have got
union
relatives
meeting.
working here that don't
Plans is having a membership drive.
Tell them
Does it every year.
to pick up any unpaid dues.
Still thinking of it is this year?
Already signed up.
Bag it if I know what I'm going to take. We did Swiss francs last year.
You sure?
They were good.
You must have something you want to ask about the union.
But with all this devaluation,
Good deal, though.
I don't know what's happening.
You get lots of...
The Aussie dollar buys sweet FA these days, you know?
I know there's lots of
Well,
others
at least the
saying
government.
nothing. But this one's a beauty.
He's not real bright, the old Bryce, but that's why I got Reno and Silvio to hire him in the first place. This little document should get the union blood boiling. I think we have incontrovertible proof here that Prego Confectionery is about to retrench, or what did I say? 50% of its staff? You can't trust these bloody Italians, can you?
Sandy tells me you're expanding.
No.
No?
No. Oh, sorry. I see what you mean. I'm looking for a secretary, yes.
Oh.
Hi, Pat. Hello.
Oh, you're, doing a home movie, are you, Pat?
Sort of. Yeah.
Oh, they're incredibly complex, these video things. And it took me a while to get the hang of it, but if you like, I could give you a few pointers.
Oh, no, look, really, Bob.
No, it's no trouble. I was able to colour-code it here for Sandy, wasn't I, Trish? So that blue goes with blue and red goes...
With red?
With red, yes, yes. Of course, Sandy wanted to videotape the birth, but fortunately I talked her out of it. Oh, somehow, Pat, I don't think it's natural, do you?
We don't make a big profit. To hire 4 or 5 people, it's a lot of money.
You're going to be hard-pressed getting any more out of your workers the way they're going at the moment, Reno. You need more manpower.
Bryce, you look terrible.
I know just what you need.
She used me. Don't be so hard on yourself, Bryce. That's my job. You stick to being a complete moron. Smells great, Silvio.
I don't like being used, Ken.
Tony's used you since we started this.
That's completely different. Amando at Portsea. God.
The sauce is gone, but wait till you taste the bread. Reno's Lina makes the best bread.
I'm not really up to it.
Come on, eat, Bryce.
Something wrong?
No, he's always like that.
Industry's going down the tubes. And industry, mate,
is the economic fulcrum of this country.
Right.
And we've got to work fast to save it.
Right.
Huh? Something is happening in that factory of yours, mate, and I want to know what it is.
I can't believe it. I saw it on their desk the other day.
50%? Why?
That's how they work. Something goes wrong, they sack people. They don't look for solutions.
Have you talked to them about it?
Wish I could.
I mean, I know you wanted the union to come down on them, but, well, it's like they're asking for it, isn't it?
Playing right into our hands. And you know what unions are like. They go on strike at the drop of a hat. Eh? Well, I thought you might pass it on to your mate Ken. He's dealing stuff to the union now.
He's what?
That's okay. We can use it. I expected it when I saw him.
What's this for?
I'm using it. I'm going to tape Sandy's birth for her.
I'm sorry, Pat, I didn't quite catch that.
I said I am going to tape Sandy's birth for her.
Sandy's birth.
Birth of the baby.
You're going to videotape the actual moment of birth?
This is a very important time in Sandy's life, Ken.
Indeed it is.
Birth is a very beautiful thing.
You don't have to convince me, Pat.
Look, you can knock it all you like. I don't care.
It's a great idea.
I'm determined to do it, too.
It's a great idea.
It's an awful idea, isn't it? Bob, for heaven's sake, go through it.
I'm sorry, Trish, but they were most definitely on amber.
Bob, I'm going to have it in the car if you don't get a move on.
Now, don't you worry. We'll get you there.
They're on green now. You can go. You can go!
Yes, I know that. I've just stalled the car.
You see, Tony has the best interests of the workers at heart.
Anyone who owns 40% of a factory does not have the best interests of the worker at heart, Bryce.
You're right of your depth, Ken.
Tell me, Bryce, why would Tony Beattie, who thinks I'm an idiot, knows bloody well that you are, why would he give you a document that says our Italian friends are going to rationalise the place and sack half the workforce, eh?
Because he's worried.
Get off the grass, boy. He's pulling some sort of bloody trick. That's what's happening. Do you get together regularly?
Oh, yeah. All the troublemaking pinkos of the area.
Bit of a social interchange, eh?
Well, Moscow ordered us to play cricket and ordered some of the metal workers to get extremely pissed and to take off Jeffrey Doolan's pants.
I don't understand what's behind this letter of Tony's.
Well, it doesn't matter what's behind it. It says the owners of Prego are going to screw the workers.
On the evidence of Tony Beattie, who's a friend of Bryce's. I don't trust him.
Neither do I.
Come in.
Rita, can I have a word with you?
Yeah. Take a seat.
Are you planning to lay off any workers? You're not?
Yeah.
Because I came across this letter,
Yeah?
which says that you are. It's got your signature on it. Is that your signature?
Right. Paul, who's giving this letter?
You're not going to lay off anybody, are you?
People, there is trouble because it is not my signature.
Hello, Rhonda. This is Magda. Listen, we need some help. Do you know anything about a Tony Beattie? Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Yes, please. No. Yeah, it went public. Oh, hang on, I've got to find a pen. Right. Yeah, Lion, Multimate, International. Thanks. You will one day be recognised by a grateful nation.
Now, don't try and defend them, Tony, and I'll tell you now, all this good food and wine won't make the slightest impression on me.
I want to talk to you about venture capital, Barry. Not that I'm in with the venture capitalists on everything, mind you.
Well, I'm not with them at all, and neither are my members.
Well, life's not as simple as that, mate. I think we can agree about Prego.
I didn't order an entree.
This is the quail, Barry.
Christ. No wonder you buggers are irritable all the time.
It's all right, Carlo.
You never get a proper feed into you. Now, the only thing that concerns me, Tony, the only thing, is the welfare of my members. We are not prepared to lose one job out there, not one.
Well, there you go, you see. We agree completely. I wouldn't have arranged this lunch, Barry, if I wasn't concerned. Safeguarding those jobs is obviously important. Now, look, I'll tell you what. I've got some contacts who are interested in buying the place. Try this on, Barry. Let's play ideas here. Now, the current owners, the Di Pasquales, are going to retrench whatever happens.
We're not interested in retrenchment.
Bear with me, Barry. Neither am I, incidentally. Now, let's say the Di Pasquales are bought out by a bigger company. Good backing, very interested in expansion. If I could guarantee no retrenchment, plus guarantee taking on, say, an extra 20 workers, how would you react? You may have to instigate some sort of activity designed to set parameters for the improvement of conditions.
Activities?
Be for the workers' benefit.
So was the First World War, Tony.
Your Tony Beattie has just taken my Barry Kennan to lunch.
Oh, yeah?
And tried to get Barry to pull a strike at Prego.
Oh, yes?
Beattie wants to buy out Prego Sweets, and he'd rather buy it cheaply. And if there's a strike, the price will go down.
Oh, yes?
He'll probably get it too, with or without a strike.
In that case, why are you threatening strike action? It only makes the Di Pasquales more vulnerable.
Listen, the union represents the people that work there. They're going to be working there no matter who owns the place. We're just after a better deal for them.
You must have a preference for who owns it, surely.
Well, no, I don't. Makes no difference to us whether it's owned by a couple of nice enough Italian families with whom we've never had any real problems, or by a completely self-centered, money-grubbing, dopey rich kid.
You're telling me you do have a preference?
20 years we started, Silvio and me. And no problems. 20 years, no problems. Now you and your friend work here, and I've got a union ringing me, and somebody wanted to take over our company. What's happening, Ken? Who started these lies?
I don't know, Reno.
Che cosa che non mi hai detto? Pronto?
Buongiorno. Ho delle informazioni che potrebbero interessarla. Ho impressione che qualche corruzione stia serpeggiando.
Sei sicuro? Ok. Allora forse dobbiamo cominciare a comprare anche noi, eh? Ok.
I let her down, didn't I?
No, you didn't. She understands, Bob. Look, you've got a lovely, healthy baby girl. It's very quick. You couldn't possibly have stayed. You've got a business to run.
Are they going to strike or not?
Who knows? They are a union. You can't trust them. I still think it's worth it.
Well, on paper we should be riding pretty high, I guess. It's going to cost us a bit more if that clock bearing this bloody union don't come up with the goods.
Oh, well, it's worth it for the assets. I'll get Tam to witness it in a minute.
not even going to know what hit him. Reckon we can strip it in 30 days.
Give the bloody rose to the nursery again. Bryce, I'll tell you something. If Tony Beattie buys Prego Sweets, I'm going to throw you out of that window. We were employed by Prego Sweets, but you then sold information about Prego Sweets to Tony Beattie. I didn't sell anything. Now that's libelous. You better... I mean it, Bryce, out that bloody window!
That was Jack. We're in. Reno and Silvio have had to accept our offer, union or no union. Lion Multimate is now the proud father of a lolly factory.
The All Ordinaries Index plummeted several points again today as an uneasy feeling descended on major trading centres that the anonymous combatants may have totally misread the market, sending the Australian economy into an even greater slide. The National Stock and Shares Securities Commission has called for a full inquiry.
You must be Ken. I'm Silvio. How do you do? Ken? Yeah. Ken, this is for you.
What is it?
Payment for the job.
No. Keep it, Reno. We couldn't take any more money off you. Sorry.
But why? We got money. No worries, Ken.
Sure, we're okay. We sold our company this afternoon. We got a very good price and everything is...
We got 51% of the company that bought us out. We have done very well.
I don't understand.
Lion Multimate International. We've been buying up their shares all week, ever since you warned us about Tony.
You did what, Ken?
Does Tony know you own 51% of the shares?
Tony? No, I don't think so. Reno, eh?
He's got his own problems.
How do you mean?
Corporate affairs smelled something wrong. They're checking up on the 49% of the company we don't own.
Why?
I don't know. They check all these directors. Tony, some man called Warren, and somebody else.
Somebody else? There's somebody else?
That's what the man said. Is there some reason you're taking this so personally, Bryce?
What was the third name, Silvio?
I don't know. Tamara something. She was down for $20,000 equity. Not too much.
Are you sure there isn't another name?
They're the only signature.
What is the problem here, Bryce?
Reno, if I wanted to float a business to increase in size, say a type and computer operation, how would I go about it?
Just a small amount of money from investors you need. Then what you do is borrow against that to finance all the rest.
Only you have to be very careful, Pat, of who your investors are. Nobody unsuitable. Nobody the wrong height, for example. Bryce, stand up.
He's better at lying.
In what surely must have been the strangest week in stock market history, it now appears that the two mystery players responsible for the bullish tendency in market performance may have withdrawn from the economic arena altogether for what economic analysts describe as a spot of fishing.